Welcome back to Bloodborne. In this episode, we're going to continue along in the forest and ideally not die because doing a run back through the forest it's confusing to begin with. Running back through it, if you die, is awful. So ideally, we can do this in maybe one episode. I fucking hope, because I hate the Forbidden Woods. I hate them. But let's get started. Two mold there you see on the screen is another chalice item. We're going to do them eventually. Not every derivation, because there are many ways you can create a randomized chalice dungeon and have it do different things. And then, of course, the drops get better as you do it and increase them in difficulty. We're going to do... There are a set amount of story-related, non-randomized dungeons that we're going to go through. The dodge. And this weapon does a lot of damage. Holy balls. I almost fell off the ledge there. So we need 8. So we need 7 more 7 more twin bloodstone shards, and we'll be laughing. This is a trap. Oh, that was weird. Goodbye. I hate the dogs, I hate the dogs, I hate the dogs. This guy's throwing fucking oil at me because he's a bitch. I don't even actually really need to come over here. I don't know why I'm doing this. Alright. So the game wanted you to come down here from the other direction and go through all this fire and the dogs and the oil throwers, and he just killed me because I forgot I was oiled. Ugh! Oh, he was the last guy too. You fuck. No! I hate the forest. I hate it. But my OCD, I have to pick up those items. Okay. Oh, he has bullets. Bullets. Eventually, we're going to max out on those. Because I haven't been using... Actually, that reminds me. Since I never use bullets, what I can do is I can equip the bone that we picked up in the real-world version of the Hunter's Dream. This is a magic in all sense of the word. So when I use it, it basically just makes me do that. And it makes you harder to hit. I think the roll, it's not, I want to say that it also is faster, as in like you get from point A to point B in a shorter amount of time, I think. Can't confirm. I barely ever use the magics in this game. Even when I do an arcane build, I don't use the magics. Fuck off. Oh, that worked out well. Don't oil me. Oh! Oh my god. I just need to remember to use the hunter's bone, the old hunter bone, because I'll just forget to use it. Walk into the fire. I guess it was worth it. It was split bloodstone shards here. And some blood vials. Alright, not a total waste of time. But yeah, the idea is to come down through here from the front direction, and it's just a raging bitch to do it because of the fire. Get the twin blood. Ooh, that's good. Alright, so that's 4. We needed 7, so we need 3 more. 3 more twin bloodstone shards. I don't No, yeah, there's nothing in here. I think that the little monster I killed is supposed to run into the crows. Make it annoying for you. Didn't work. Come over here. This is the one part that I know, that I actually remember. Stop. Get some more blood pellets. Also things I don't use. I think what the blood pellets does is it increases a meter on your screen. It's beasthood. And I think it means you do more physical damage but take more physical damage. I think that's what it does. I've actually never used them. So, what we're going to do first for this episode, I've decided, is we're not going to do the forest. We're going to go to the... there's an offshoot area over here that leads out of the forest and back to a very familiar area. That's definitely a person right there, but I can't ever make out. So it's a dude and he's sitting with his back to the wall.
Not even death offers solace, and the blood imbibes you.
There's speculation that this is Patches.
Oh my. But I'm willing to do you a kindness.
Sounds like Patches, and you see Patches in a nightmare version of the world, and he's actually Patches, but he's a spider.
The gift of the Godhead will grant you strength. Yes, I'm unquestionably certain.
And he gives you the tonsil stone, so let's give this a read. I think it's a key, yeah. A lattice-deformed rock, or perhaps a meteorite, appears useless, but possesses some odd gravitational force that prevents its riddance. A dubious soul once said, "Step lightly round to the right of the great cathedral, and seek an ancient shrouded church. The gift of the Godhead will grant you strength." So interestingly, this tells you exactly where to go to use it, which not a lot of items do. So you can hot swap weapons like I just did there. It's kind of useful. I'm just afraid that my Tonitrus is going to lose a lot of its durability just by killing rando enemies like that. Especially when they're beasts, the cleaver is just a better choice. Even though it does slightly less damage. Ah, you fucking bird. Thank you. So here we get the White Church set. The doctors are superiors to the black preventative hunters. We have the black hunter set as well. And specialists in experimentally backed blood administration and the scourge of the beast. They believe that medicine is not a means of treatment, but rather a method of research, and that some knowledge can only be obtained by exposing oneself to sickness. And by oneself, they mean people that aren't them. So we're going to put this on. It looks spiffy for a time, but right when you start killing things, you just get covered in blood. So, one of the nice properties about it is it has a high poison resistance. That's just the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. It has a nice poison resistance, which you need for this next part that you go into. We have our antidotes, which I'm going to put on, because I'm going to try to explore the area, too. I generally just run through here, but I can't remember now what's down here. I think there might even be a rune. So it's basically just a big-ass fucking poison swamp. It's Blight Town all over again. We want to avoid those big guys. And the real threat here is these worms. They do a lot of damage. They're almost impossible to see. They're really hard to hit. And apparently they're weak, or they're strong against fire. Okay, but not electricity. We'll take it. So we're gonna get poisoned here. Wondering if a Molotov cocktail will do the trick, because you can die in here. And there's a lot. Arcane. Okay, so that's good. So the Arcane Blood Gemstone basically just gives you flat Arcane damage, which is a damage type. We could put it in our Nitrous. I'm not sure what it would do to it. We can experiment with it. I'm not going to go for that guy. Can't remember what else is in here. It's actually more economical to burn your blood vials to heal your poison as you get poisoned than it is to... Oh my god! He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me. Fuck! Oh, he didn't kill me. Why didn't you kill me, you strange fuck? Okay, Frenzied Cold Blood. I think that's it. There might be one more item that I'm missing. Is it here? Ooh, there's some worms. There it is. And that's it. That's all the time I'm willing to spend in here. Thank you. Zuh. So, if you pay attention, this ladder climb, this is a solidified evidence that the Healing Church is effectively evil. If you look around, we're climbing kind of through a chasm here. You see bodies strewn across the rock faces, like they look burned. And you continue climbing, and you'll just see more and more bodies. They're burned. And where they're being thrown into is this massively poisoned fucking swamp where they're mutating into these large-ass giants. So we come up here and we come into a structure, and we see more burned bodies, a lot more burned bodies. So we continue our climb. It's like a kind of a mass grave of sorts. It's very, very high. And we come to a graveyard. Now, you'll recognize this area immediately. This is the beginning of the game. This is Yosefka's clinic. That was a door we could not open from this side. And you had to go through the entirety of the game up until this point just to get here. And the entire purpose of this is to get into the clinic. So we're going into Yosefka's clinic at this point. Gotta use this stupid bone. Where is it? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Madman's Knowledge. And this is where, so if you had been sending people to Yosefka's clinic, the NPCs, you could see them by coming in through this direction, and they would be these little blue aliens with big heads. They all would have transformed, and if you kill the little blue aliens, they're non-hostile. They'll each drop a unique item that was specific to their character. So, for example, Ariana would be transformed into an alien, and she would drop Ariana's blood. And we get the communion rune. We've already had the communion rune, but you can see the runes come in gradations of efficiency, and you can use more than one. So I could put both of these communion runes on and have them stack. And there's 3 levels to most of the runes. So if you come in here, this is where Yosefka actually is. Well, Yosefka's imposter, rather, because this is not her. Even though I haven't rescued anybody for her yet. See, so she willingly admits that she experiments on people. And if you go up there, you fight her. She's really hard to kill, and you fuck up a later quest line that you need to do, so we're gonna just leave. And head this way. And this is the starting room where you wake up on the table. So this is Yosefka. And you know that because you get her blood vial, and if you had come here, she would have given it to you periodically. This is another one of those blood vials you can only have one of. Blood vial acquired from Yosefka's clinic. This refined blood, highly invigorating, restores a larger amount of HP. The product of slow and careful refinement, this rare blood vial appears to be a clinical original. So that was Yosefka. She's fucking dead. The real reason you come in here is to get this. This is the Canehurst Summons. This allows you to go to Canehurst Castle. It's an optional area, very difficult. An old bloodstained summons inviting an honored guest to the Forsaken Castle, Canehurst. Rather bafflingly, it is addressed to you. Do not hesitate. The stagecoach leaves from Hemwick Crossing. Now the idea is, or the implication is, this was here the whole time. You just didn't see it when you woke up, and since you lost your memory, you didn't know you had it on you when you came to Yarnum. So it would imply that your original goal was to go to Canehurst Castle because you were being summoned there. And then we can just kind of go out here. Now this door will be closed when we reload the area, and Yosefka will be behind it again. So we can continue to talk to her if we wanted to. I don't think we will be doing so. She's sleeping. So let's go play around with this arcane gem. It was a triangular, wasn't it? Oh, I can't even use it. So our weapons, neither of them have a triangular gem slot, so we can't do it anyways. However, if you look at the weapon, there's simply on the middle left screen, you see there's an arcane attack there. So it adds arcane damage. So it might actually change the damage on the Tonitrus, which we wouldn't want to do.
What is it? Very well.
Maybe we'll get a couple levels here. Yep.
Farewell, good.
Goodbye. And of course we go back to the Forbidden Forest. Forbidden Woods, whatever. More suited to pretty young girls and so. It can kind of spoil the game for you in these load screens if by showing you an item you haven't come across yet, and it'll give you some insight into the plot that you otherwise wouldn't have come across yet, having not put two and two together about item placement. Oop, not what I wanted to do. Drop anything? No. We only need 2 more Twin Bloodstone Shards to get this up to the same level that the Sock Lever is at, which is great. As you can see, the old Hunter's Bone doesn't last long at all either. It lasts, I want to say, for like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. It only uses 1 bullet, which is nice. Alright, so this time around we're going to head this way. That attack is actually really strong. The roll trick movement, it gives you a lot of range. It takes a while though. The animation for it, I mean, is telegraphed. The Pokeball. Ooh. That's a pit, obviously. Don't fall in it. And like most other weapons, the trick attack on these, so the attack to the trick will do more damage when you hit with it. It's just, it's hard to circulate it in. So now I'm doing what I said not to do because it's not too dangerous. If you fall in here without killing all the enemies, they'll fucking jump in here with you and kill you. And the birds don't help. I think this is just an antidote. Yeah, you just come down here to get antidotes. It's just a kind of a trick. It's a big fuck you pit. I'm gonna explore around. After a while, the Tonitrus will just be one-shotting these enemies again. It'll be really nice. I don't think there's anything in here. No. There's something in here. More beast blood pellets. Now we've maxed that out. Simply because we haven't been using them. We could progress further that way, but that's a mistake because it's just going to lead you into a cannon. The proper way to go to where you're not endangering yourself is back through this gate. Now this is where we had come from before, where the dogs are, and we got the tonsil stone. Oh my god. Okay. Just gonna do that again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Actually, you know what? I should have visceraled him because I have that rune on that gives me more blood echoes. Oh well. So we get Beast Roar. Beast Roar is another spell. We'll put it on and show it off real quick. Don't need the numbing mist. And it makes you push enemies away from you. I've never found any use out of it because I've never been in a situation where I'm utterly surrounded and I can't do anything about it. And if I do, I'm going to freak out and die anyways. But I suppose in PvP it could be nice. Even then, I've never had it used on me. Just kind of a nice spell to have. It does use 2 bullets though, which I'm not too happy about. Ooh, how did I get out here? Fuck. Fucking forest. And the deaths start rolling in. Load times. The worst thing about dying is the load times. I have to run all the way back, too. It's not even that far into the forest, to be honest. We haven't even gotten to the first shortcut. This is also the longest area in the game. The bonfire or the lamp that I teleport to now to start the run back, and the next lamp is the same lamp. You have to go all the way through just to get a shortcut into the building to the right, this building here. And then you continue on from there. So when you die, you have to use this stupid elevator. So let's... Yeah, so it just... I knocked him over, hooray. You know, it's like that just... It doesn't do it for me. So we're gonna switch back to the old Hunter Bone. Oh my god, with your fucking torch. We're gonna go up through the pretty yellow flowers. Just stick to our parries. Oh, the tree didn't get in my way. Oh no! Well, that's my first loss of souls. I think it was only 30,000. It's a couple levels. playing like shit now because I hate the forest, and my distaste for it makes me play like an asshole. Ugh. You can see, though, I am kind of getting two-shot. So even if all the points I put into vitality so far, I haven't really passed the threshold of not getting two-shot by enemies. I think that running attack does more damage. Come on. But the souls will start rolling in, so it seems like 3,200 or 32,000 was a lot to lose, and it is, but at this point, the enemies will start giving you thousands at a time, just about. Especially if you do viscerals on them. That was weird. Suppose I could just kill him. Ooh. Okay, one more Twin Bloodstone Shard for the Nitrous. It's a trap there. And the dogs are out of the cages now, which is weird, because I don't actually know what triggers that, to be honest. Okay. Ooh, a twofer! You gonna do something? Yeah, so the visceral damage does not scale with the bolt damage, which is upsetting. So he just gave me 2,500 for that visceral. So we're already back up to 12k. It's not a terrific loss. It's just the dying part itself is annoying. Oops. Alright, these fucking guys with their stupid... Nope. Alright, the best way to do this is, I did it stupidly last time, is to run past the first guy to kill the second guy. They have somewhat of a minimum range to where they can throw their fire bombs. And the reason you want to come up here is because that down there, the cool rainbow shit, is oil. So when you come down here, you immediately get oil. So you can see it in the top left. It's the upside down triangle icon. And we want to visceral him to get some souls. Oh man, that just killed him. Still lets you get the visceral off though. Get some there's our Twin Bloodstone Shard, so that's going to be a second tier maxed to Nitrous. There's some more Twin Bloodstone Shards. It just kind of throws them at you at this point. You can see I've upgraded two, I will have upgraded two weapons fully to plus 6 it'll be, which is as high as a Twin Bloodstone Shard can get you. And we want to continue... Man, my weapon's at risk. The thing I was afraid of. So now we switch to the cleaver. It's not terrible, but not good. We're near the shortcut. Probably gonna end the episode when we find it. Maybe a little sooner. And this is the part where a guy with a cannon is at the end over there. You can see him. You could literally run past the cannon, or run past all the fire to get to him, but it's dangerous, and they give you these little backways on purpose. To avoid having to do that. me go over here diagonally. And then horizontally. These guys actually do the most damage. They're carrying a hoe of some sorts, but these beasts specifically, they do a shitstorm of damage if they get you, and it'll pancake you if they do their downward strike. So here's the guy in the cannon. You can actually shoot the cannon, but at nothing, because if you did the area properly, everything's dead. Get some more twin bloodstone shards. And I am all out of time, but the shortcut is not far away. In the next episode, we're going to continue on through this stupid forest. This actually wasn't even the bad part. This wasn't the confusing part. That's next. But we will continue through the forest. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.